It's a bit you don't get out of work really, but you know.
You have lots of customers for you. I think you opened a new area for wine. It's
The
a
wine
shop-
bar, we're just
Yeah.
relaunching it. We have an automatic machine, which is Inomatic. It works with a chip card. You put whatever amount of money you want on it, and I have 24 wines that you can taste by an ounce, 3 ounces, or 5 ounces. You can try as many as you want.
Wow.
Yeah,
Pretty
and
neat. We're gonna have tastings as well. I have
heard about
the Ruffino sommelier directly from Italy, the guy that works there. It says wine. He's gonna come and do a presentation, and we're gonna have like food to pair with it, and it's pretty neat.
Is this product service only offered at this height, or is it something that is introduced?
It's
in
just in high here for now.
Okay.
I'm thinking they probably approached Toronto and Ottawa
Okay.
because it started here. Inomatic, it's a Quebec company. They started here. I haven't seen him in a while, but I'd have to ask him. I'm sure it's much larger now.
Okay.
But
It's gonna be.
we were the first ones to have it.
It's gonna be.
Some
signature thing.
ACQs have those systems now
Okay.
for their customers to try the wine before they buy it.
But it has a profit. You have lots of customers.
It's a bit hard to gauge. We just had a new restaurant supervisors. There's been a lot of movement in the team at the restaurant since I left. So it kind of dropped a little bit. Not because I left. you know. No, but there was no one for a while, and then they found someone really fast on the spot because
Yeah.
I heard myself, and it
Didn't find the right candidate.
exactly, and it just kind of went down. So we're just picking back up. The fact that I'm back with a hands-on F&B, I'm trying to put. I mean, it's my baby. I killed myself in this place for 2 years.
Yes.
So I booked the Ruffino thing. We have a Kim Crawford event coming for the Terrasse. It's another side of the purchasing. Like I deal with the agencies,
Okay.
and that's where my part ends. Once I did the contact, I know them. Okay, you have this for us. You have this for us. What can you give us?
Okay.
I give it to the restaurant managers.
Okay. So you do the procurement of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then afterwards, I'll be in charge of putting the new products in the system if I have to, and placing the orders, coding them for the guys at the wine cellar for them to order it. So that's the really fun part of it. Wine tastings.
Wow.
Can't complain.
No, not at all. Not
No.
at all. Okay, so number 6, follow-up and claims. How are problems resolved? Errors, shortage orders, damaged goods. Well, I would imagine the gentleman in the shipping and receiving area. He
He's
takes
the
care
one
of
that
all of
flags it.
Yeah.
Normally. Sometimes he won't necessarily know. Like, yes, he checks that the packing slips and the bill and what he receives match.
Yes.
But if there's a mistake in the number of the item,
The PO.
of the PO,
number?
or the item number
Yeah.
from the company in our system,
Sometimes they change the
it
number
follows.
without telling you or
Exactly.
something.
So he won't know either. So it's only when the one that ordered it
Yeah.
is going to open it
Open it,
and see,
yeah.
oh, no, that's not good.
Yeah.
So at that point, when it's a regular supplier like Gordon Food Services, Hector Larrivée, Saputo, Weston the Bread, stuff like that they come every week, give them a call, either me or the chef. Listen, that's not good. That's not what we need. If it's a rush that we really needed what we ordered, but they sent us the wrong item,
Yes.
they'll figure it out to switch it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, the guy's gonna come. He's gonna pick back his just
Yeah.
send him back.
Yeah.
We can't. We're pretty
You
stiff
tell
about
him
that.
to jump and he just says how high.
Exactly.
And he gets
And
whatever.
with the amount of money, like we're a big customer,
Yeah.
and we are in between, right? We buy, but it's for another customer at the end.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that makes it like it's not just us, the customer, it's the customer at the end of the line that wants his event to be ready.
Yes.
Yeah. With the correct things.
Most of the time, it's fixable daily, like 24 to 48 hours. It's fixed. It's either switched or replaced, or it can happen sometimes it's back ordered.
Yes.
Most of the time, our representatives will send us an email after we send the order. Okay, listen, this is back order. I can replace it by this, or this.
Yeah.
Or if you want, you can wait until next week until we have it. Depending on what it is. Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you do your inventory twice a week, and you already know well in advance what events are coming up, what
Yes.
you're going to need. So even if something is back ordered, you're preparing so far in advance that
I should be able to absorb it.
Yeah.
Either for the delay or
Yeah.
replace it in time
Yeah.
to deal with the customer. But again, since
your
we're in a
usage during
service
delivery.
industry,
Yeah.
there's last minute changes. There's people that order stuff, but that's not what they wanted
Yes.
once it's here.
Yeah.
The
Like,
communication.
"Oh, that's not what I thought."
Exactly. I didn't think that was that. I didn't think that. And then there's the salespeople versus operations, which is always a no-no. They sell what they think we can do.
Okay. Yeah.
So things happen. Sometimes I can have 100 people extra added to a group for tomorrow morning.
Okay.
That we have to run.
And they're like,
That we
well,
go on the phone.
Yeah.
We're gonna try.
to accommodate
To
them,
accommodate
but at
them.
the same time, that wasn't the
Sometimes it's impossible. Like we have a 3% raise that we are ready to absorb
Yeah.
and to, like,
Give
we
or-
can
give
do
or
the food
take
for that.
3% of-
Yeah, more or less.
Yes.
But over that, and it happens really often because the salespeople, they don't want to say no, right?
Okay.
It's their clients.
So what about raising?
We are going to
Percentage.
charge them. But then raising the percentage, it
Might
gives the
be-
liberty of every banquet, like being stocked with stuff.
Yes. Yes.
So the 3% is the right amount,
Okay. Okay.
and then it's really case by case.
Okay.
They call the chef begging, or they call me begging. Do you think we could have that? Can we add that? Can we add that? Depending on the groups, depending of the revenues and the amounts it's giving us. Sometimes we go really out of our ways to do it.
Yeah.
We'll go ourselves buy it,
Yeah.
like physically.
Yeah.
I went to the SEQ a couple times. That's what they want. That's what they want.
Grab your Costco
We'll do it.
card and your van,
Exactly.
and there you go.
Exactly.
You got to do that sometimes.
That's how we get them to sign for next year
Yeah.
with little things like that. So it
Yeah,
does.
when they make a sudden change like that and you're able to accommodate that, they're like, all right. just
and the
keep
big
it
boss is gonna say whatever you gotta do. They're paying. Just find it.
Get it done. Don't tell me how.
Exactly. I don't want to
Find
know.
a
I don't want to
solution.
know how much it costs. Do it. Okay. Then there's always the human factor of mistakes.
Yeah.
I can make a mistake
Yeah.
and order the red instead of the silver one.
Okay.
When that happens, it's pretty much the same thing. When it gets here, I feel horrible. I call my representative. Listen, I made a mistake. Can you help me or not? And again, it's a matter of availability, and if you're nice to your reps.
Never tell the guests that the red is the new silver.
Hey, yeah, no, not. It's too late usually when it gets here. And we have like human mistakes as well
Yeah.
from the sales. I forgot to put it in the system. There's a 200 people breakfast on Sunday.
Oh my god.
It's happened.
And then she's like, gets the same feeling as when she gets that quote that's a little too high. It's like,
Oh no, it's way worse because the customers are coming here. Like the quote too high, it's something I don't need right now. I know I have a bit of playroom
yeah.
when it comes to that, and it's happened. Like 200 people, she gets shit on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We all scream and yell,
Yeah.
but we try to make it work. We'll do our best.
There's no choice.
Usually we manage. It's not always perfect. It's not always easy, but we manage.
Yeah. You just do the best you can.
Customer's always right, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But now you're part of
I'm
it.
on both sides, exactly. And it's always a
You still
challenge
gotta
and a
bite
big
your
place
lip a
like
little
that.
bit sometimes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So that seems like you have a very good relationship with your suppliers, that they'll fix the problem whenever you need it.
Most of the time, yeah.
You've made a good relationship in that sense.
Yes, I'm lucky because I'm stepping into a position that he has established a lot of relationships
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
We've been here, well, the hotel, we celebrated the 40th anniversary. We have employees that have been working here for 40 years.
Yeah, at the front desk.
Entre autres, oui. What was your guess?
Massa just
You know me?
Massa observed that.
Good observation. You're so right.
Because I said that, guys, I have a good news for you because, you can have a position even
Yeah.
you're in a certain age.
Yep, no worries. But they started, they
the
were
door is
15, But it's relationships and business relationships that have been solid for years and years and years.
Yeah.
So even sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, it's the first time I just get, okay, do this. We need this. Okay, do we have an account number? Who's our rep? Oh, I don't know. Look it up or whatever. So I just call and it's pretty much, I'm throwing my line in. So listen, I'm calling from the Height. I know we did business with you and blah, blah, blah. And then I kind of reestablished a relationship. But the business possibility with us is huge. So most of the companies are very willing to work with us and accommodate us.
With the wine tasting that you're having, it seems like you're creating your own little baby relationship.
I
with
really
them
hope it works.
as well.
Because I went into old relationships that I had from the time I was in the restaurant
Yeah.
that weren't as solid. We had just started. We did a couple. But I was able to get them back and listen, give us another chance. I want him to be here. We'll do something nice. We'll do something good. So we'll see how it goes.
Nice. I think it'll work out for you.
Yeah.
I hope so. Thank you.
So we go to number 7.
The stock rotation is pretty much the par stock. And we go with the occupancy. So depending on, it's a bit different right now because we only have half of our rooms running,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit of
Like a long time. No, it's a 1 year and a half.
It started in September. Last September. We're ripping everything off, right? So it's huge work. We're in time with the delays that we're giving,
Okay.
but it's altogether almost 3 years because we can't have rooms closed during the festival during the summer.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna be a half hotel for next summer. So we're gonna have the new rooms and the rest won't because they're not done yet.
Yeah, it's a little difficult. That was the same situation when I was working in the falls when we had partial renovations.
Like you're trying to explain and like, okay, but I want the new room. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
there's no.
So did the 100 people who checked in before you.
Exactly. No
They
one
all-
wants the old rooms, right?
Especially this summer that is a birthday.
There's
of
the
Montreal.
375th, so the
Yeah.
festivals are going to be even bigger. So it's
It's all about that
see.
service.
But that's front desk.
Gives you the best.
All theirs. But we'll see. I mean, we have to go through it. In the end, it's for the best. We're super excited. The rooms are going to be so nice. They're going to match the level of design that we have here. That's modern and super, like, our rooms, they're not bad. They're just old.
Yeah. They needed
It's
a
like you're in
makeover.
another world.
Yeah.
Coming up from the lobby that's new. And then you go back, you're in the 90s. Am I still in the same hotel? But we have to go through it. There's no easy way to do it.
Yeah.
I think you change all the bathrooms and
Everything.
Tub, you're removing
Carpets,
tub, yeah.
furniture, wall fixtures, everything. Something.
So
Inventory, I can tell you,
you said it was twice a week. By
twice
the
a week
gentleman.
for the dry and the food stuff.
Yeah.
Kitchen, it really goes like on a daily basis. But we do a main food inventory once a year at the end of the year. Everything. We count everything. When I say everything, it's everything. Every orange, every piece of fish, every twig of herb, we do it once a year. And that's our base food inventory because we can't do that every month.
Yeah,
And it wouldn't
exactly.
be a reliable thing anyways because it always depends on what we have in house. If we have one big event of 600, yeah, we're going to order a lot, but it's all going to be gone in 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do it once a year. When it comes to beverage, I do it once a month,
Okay.
every end of the month. Because this one week, it's a whole day. It's a whole day of counting. I do every bottle, banquets, and restaurant, and cave à vin. So I have my
Your
employee in the wine cellar.
and he helps you out on that day
He does
to do everything.
the wine cellar, the big cave à vin, and I do all the outlets.
Okay.
And this is a way for me. It's a part of the F&B controller position more than purchase manager.
Okay.
But I can also control and see the consumption. I compare with what was punched in the systems. If we're legit, if
Yes.
everything's punched in, if we're
Yes.
making money with what we sell, and I can spot what works, what doesn't.
So at school, we're learning maitre d'.
We
And-
don't have maitre
okay.
d'. It's micros.
Yeah. So it's I imagine it's the
POS.
same thing, whereas you can put in the recipe for every item, so you know when everything is
Yes.
sold that it comes out of your inventory right away. That's where you're saying it's not actually.
It's not connected right now.
Okay. Okay. But
It's not connected. It's
Not
the
now, but it
idea.
will.
Eventually, it might. I don't know if we're going to invest in that because the My Micro system is really unfriendly. It's not user friendly at all. I worked in restaurants with Maitre d'.
yes. Did you
When
like maitre d'?
yes,
Okay.
I haven't touched it in like 7-8 years now. It probably changed.
We just did our exam yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have
What-
loved to have it in here,
Yeah.
but that's again is a Hyatt contract.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Every Hyatt is with micros, so we don't have a choice.
Did you ever mention that this
It's
one
a-
isn't very
yeah, they know.
user-friendly? Okay.
They know.
Okay.
Everyone agrees. I don't know what's wrong with them in the States.
Just keep pushing it. Keep pushing it.
Yeah, I keep it at the same time. I learned you have to pick your battles.
Exactly.
In a big place like that, pick your battles. There's some things you won't be able to change, and it's
Yeah.
just dragging
Going.
some energy.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
kind of, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Instead of this energy, you have to put it
Exactly.
in micro.
So no, we count it manually. We have ASBAR as well. That can be combined with micros with Maitre d'. Whatever. It
Okay.
controls the pour.
Oh,
Okay.
It's with
okay.
magnets and the beats. Most bar have work with that now.
Okay.
There is a big part of the inventory count that's promotions. Since we're a hotel bar, salespeople come down, have a drink with the customer.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's signed up. So there's a lot of items that are counted differently that
Okay.
don't go through micros necessarily.
Yeah.
I have a follow up to do. We have forms for everything that goes out of the wine cellar, and that's a whole other math. Basically, it's a bit of math that I do at the end of the month
Okay.
to see what that cost and see. I send it to the right department.
No. Describe the documentation, is that?
Yeah. Describe the documentation on the receipts, so goods and how. this is
Right.
how the overall
We use.
system.
We are a bit retarded, but at the same time, I prefer it like that. We use good old Excel sheets.
Yeah.
Excel sheets. Okay.
My inventory, my folder for inventory, it's all in an Excel sheet. Every week I put in the purchases when it comes to alcohol, and I put in because we have outlets and we have banquets that are sales point for beverage. Let's keep it on in beverage. So every day, the bar managers or the bartenders, when they close,
Yeah.
they look at what they sold. Okay, they have a par stock for wine bottles. They write it down. We have little requisitions forms.
Yeah.
They send it down to the cave à vin. When the guy comes in tomorrow morning, he takes the list. There's one from room service, there's one from the bar, there's one from the Regency Club, and there's one for the banquets. He prepares everything, prepares the order, writes it down, signs off. I get the paper at the end. I put it in the inventory to see what moved from one department to the other,
Yes.
and that's pretty much how we control it.
Okay.
It's pretty simple.
Because you can do all that in maitre d' too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can probably do it in micros too, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you the biggest challenge that we have here, being an American company in Quebec, nothing works here. What works in the States, what
It's
works
different.
in BC,
Yeah.
doesn't work here. The SRM, the language,
Okay.
it's ridiculous.
Okay.
They have people in Montreal translating. I don't know where to find them.